Okay, I'm coming at you again. Two dessert recipes, I guess, that I've made, I think, like all the years of my boys growing up. Um, Banana muffins and banana chip bars. They're kind of like split. Some of them really prefer this, some of them prefer that. But these muffins I'm going to make for two of my sons today that live in the city. They're actually coming out for their dad's little surprise birthday party. Nothing too big, but he'll be happy to see their faces and some of the faces of our loved ones. So yes, today I'm going to make banana muffins. So I started with 3/4 cup of margarine. I really like these little, like, just these cubes that you can buy. Very easy to measure, like less dishes. You know, if you need a 1/2 cup or 1/4 of a cup, I guess, cut it in half. They come in half, 1/2 cup blocks. So I have 3/4 of a cup. You can do butter if you prefer, absolutely. I have margarine here, 3/4 of a cup. Now I'm adding 1 cup of white sugar. You need 2 eggs. I usually get the large eggs. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's really going to make a difference whether, they're large or extra large or medium. I don't know. But that's what I usually get. So you have your 2 beaten eggs, and then you're going to get 3 bananas. I don't pre-mash them. I guess if you were doing this by hand, then you'd probably want to, but I have, years ago now, I invested in a Cuisinart for myself, I can't remember if it was a birthday gift or a Christmas gift or something, but when you feel like you have everything, you don't really, I was like, yeah, that would make my life a lot simpler. So, I just put them in there like this. Now I will say, I prefer my bananas fresh, not underripe, that's for sure. Like they definitely need to be ripe. They can even be pretty darn brown, actually. They can be pretty brown for you to use them. That is going to be okay. I'm just going to sneak behind you quick, sorry, and rinse off my hands. So yes, the one time my son was in foods in school, and he had asked me for this recipe. Like he was like, "Oh, we got to think of a recipe, and this one's like perfect, and blah blah blah. Is there anything I need to know?" And I'm like, "Well, no, not really. Just follow the directions, and it's pretty straightforward." He came home thoroughly disappointed because he's like, they did not turn out as good as yours, and they were too soft, and blah blah. So we kind of went through it, and he had used, like, because I'm pretty sure you just use what there is when you're in foods, right? So he had used frozen bananas, and of course those are a lot more watery, liquidy, right? Once you defrost them, like there's a lot of moisture coming out of bananas, right? So to me, they can be, like I said, pretty brown. I mean, you don't want them rotten, but these ones weren't overly brown. It was all the store had, but they're still spotty. Like they're pretty spotty still. Like this. So yeah, that is my suggestion. So then I throw it in my Cuisinart. I'm just going to put it on 4, just for maybe like a minute. Just enough for it to all kind of blend and the bananas get mashed right in there. That's good. So those are our wet. 3/4 butter or margarine, 3/4 cup, 1 cup white sugar, 2 eggs, 3 bananas. Now I'm moving on to flour. And we need 2 cups of flour. I always just use, I think I got this from Tupperware maybe some years ago, like for being a host or something for free, but they make really good like flour, sugar, to put your flour sugar containers, to scoop them out. And then they also make a good, like, to level them off, right? So you want 2 cups of those, 2 cups of that, and then 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Now I'll tell you, I found these, asked for them for Christmas actually. These are like amazing. I wish they would have, like I would have had these all my years, but, so this is your teaspoon right here. And then you have your liquid side and your dry side. So if you're making a recipe, you know, you use it, you use it for something wet and you're like, shoot, well now I need the dry side, and it's not, so it comes in many, you know, increments, right down to 1/8 of a teaspoon, and it has a leveler. It comes with a leveler, so you can, like, you know, for the more simplified, or more fussy, I should say, in steps or ingredients, you can level it off. So yeah, those are like amazing. And then just a pinch of salt. Sometimes I just sprinkle it in, I don't know, whatever. And then I put that on again for just another 30 seconds, just to kind of blend it all up. So 2 cups flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and a pinch of salt. And the very last thing I'm going to add is the best of what the boys like. Chocolate chips, of course. I always buy semi-sweet. I don't know. I find that, I don't know. And if most recipes you make, like even this one, you're already adding in a cup of sugar. How much sugar do you really need? I don't know. So I always buy the semi-sweet ones. But, I mean, yeah, you can definitely buy whatever you want. And boom, literally, that's it. It's done. I have already put my tins in here. Now the recipe does say, like, it could make up to 24, and I would suppose it's the size of your bananas. If you have like huge bananas, well, you're gonna obviously have more batter. Usually like 3 medium-sized bananas, like I usually get 20. So, you know, I fill each tray with 10 of them. They're like in here. And this is like the perfect, you know, if you have an ice cream scoop like this, this is the perfect amount, you know, to measure and scoop in there. Plus it comes out really nice. You don't have to get super dirty, right? So I'm going to go ahead and fill those all up. Put them in the oven for, see this is, most of my baking is like clayware like this. So it takes, my recipe says 25 to 28 minutes. And that's because it, you know, for these, it's normally going to be the 28. If you have just the normal, you know, tin, muffin tins kind of thing, it'll be the 25, right? So, but I would say for your first time, just kind of keep an eye on it. I always, every time I make a recipe for the first time, I always set my timer, and then before the timer even goes off, I'm just always taking a little peek, just in case whatever you're using is different than what the recipe says, you know. So just trial and error, basically. So I'm going to go ahead and fill all of these with, like, you know, a flat level scoop of this ice cream scooper here. And then I'm going to put in the oven. When they come out, I will show you what they look like. Nice, hot, fresh banana muffins. Hello, I am back again. I did put the banana muffins on for 28 minutes. Just took them out. I always test it. Just take a toothpick, you know, and just stick it in. You can test a couple if you want, but if it totally comes out clean, there's absolutely nothing on it, that means they're done. So I'm going to go ahead and cool these off 100%. You can put them on cooling racks or trays if you want, or just set them on the counter to cool off, but like, don't put them in a bag or a container until they're 100% cooled off, because a little bit of that steam will come into the bag or the container, whatever you choose to store them in, and it'll actually kind of make them a little soggy. So you do want them to be cooled down like quite a bit. I mean, I'll let them sit, you know, probably for about another hour yet. So yeah, I just want to thank you, whoever watched this video and stuff. I'm just going to throw some recipes out there. Hopefully you guys can get a little bit out of it. I don't know. I don't prefer to make things from a box. I like to make things homemade. If you have any recipes you'd like me to try, I do have a ton, like, and my mom comes from a German background, so I'm going to see if she would, like, teach you guys how to make pierogies, and chilcha, and beet borscht, and zuma borscht, and no, there's another one. Oh, she makes deep fried pierogies. Oh my goodness, those are delicious. So there's quite a few things. So I just want to end by saying, thank you very much. I love all you guys. Feel free, if you have any prayer requests or if there's any questions that you may have in that direction, feel free to either message me or comment. And I will tell you this, that in the Bible it does say that God will grant you the desires of your heart. There is no need, too big or too small, that He can't take care of and help you through. If you want to hear some examples, like I definitely have some in my own life. My mom, of course, she's more seasoned than I am in this earth. So yes, I just want to say I love you and God bless you, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.